Hey guys, it's Brittany from Coffee Planner Mom, and I am here today to basically organize my plan of action for homeschooling during the COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak that has closed schools down. So I live in Pennsylvania, and our governor had initially closed schools for 2 weeks, and then yesterday he came on and said that they're closed for another 2 weeks. And our district is still trying to make sure that nobody is getting left behind in this, but still highly encouraging that we do something academic with the kids. So if you also are trying to sit there and figure out what you can do with your kids, hopefully this is going to be a helpful video. If you are a planner person like me and you've got a ton of happy notes and happy planner filler paper, it is their time to shine right now. So it's a really old happy notes, and I've gone in and thrown in a bunch of the filler pagers and BUJOs that I've done over these few years and kind of keep it at the beginning of this one. So this is just a basic dot grid page. So it is, I believe, 5mm sizing dot grid. I have the productivity book because I was sitting here thinking, I know I want this to be kind of hourly, because I just feel like that's going to work out best. I never thought I would have a need for these hourly stickers. So if you are like me and you are just sitting on hourly stickers not knowing what to do, it is also their time to shine. I'm not trying to be joking and lighthearted and everything. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I am stressed and anxious over everything that's going on. So trying to sit here and do this, I have a mess over here, is just my way of trying to stay on top of everything, because otherwise I'm going to feel like it's all just spiraling away. I kind of feel like that as it is right now. Anyway, so we need to come up with a title for this. All right. We're going to use this Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen, calligraphy pen. This is the harder tip. It came in a dual pack with this black barrel that is soft tip, so blue is the hard tip. I prefer it. And I'm going to go ahead and just letter out, I don't know if I want to do homeschool, school schedule. All right, I think I'm okay with that. So for any of the letters that, all of the letters on the downstroke, I pushed down a little bit harder, and then I was much softer and gentler on the upstroke. So that's just how I did that. What you can also do, just a quick little tip, is if you don't have a brush pen or you're not terribly comfortable but you want this look, write out what you want to say in just your standard cursive, and then on the downstroke, when I do it on the left side and keep it consistent for all the letters. On the left side of the downstroke, draw an outline and then just fill it in with your pen. So that's what I do. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead and start putting these down. So we have busy morning. I think I'll bring it up a little bit higher, trying to keep it in line with all of the dots. It's ever so slightly crooked, but that's fine. So busy morning. And I think I should be able to fit 3 of them going across. So what I'll do is I'm going to turn it this way. Sometimes turning your stickers makes it easier to place them down. So I'm going to bring it over Busy afternoon, or that one, okay, good, yeah, I did do the right one. And I think that's, that looks even. I'm not gonna go and really bother myself and try to count it out. I probably could have slid it over a little bit more, but it's fine. So here's what we're going to do. I am actually going to fill this in. I don't normally fill stuff in unless it's like a specific after the pen, like I don't decorate and write in videos, but I'm gonna do that here. So for us, like I want to be regimented, but not terribly regimented. So for the most part, we wake up at about 7. Yeah, let me make sure I'm thinking this straight. We're gonna work backwards. 11 a.m. is a lot of times, like the one Zoo by Us is doing a live video. So we are going to just put down Zoo video, because it only lasts about 15 minutes anyway, and then we kind of do like a recess. So 10 is when we sit down and the kids check in on their apps, like the apps that are connected to the class, which like the class apps. So we have class apps and assignments. 9 a.m. So yeah, they're basically eating breakfast around 8:30. So 8 o'clock, they are doing chores and breakfast, give or take. So yeah, 7 o'clock is when we wake up, and we kind of take it a little bit slower and a little more lazy for like these 2 hours from 7 to 9. But I mean, like they do their chores, they do breakfast, and then they get into their activities. So my son, I just kind of have him building things with Legos. And then, yeah, I'll just put activities. And over here, we'll actually put it down. So this is when my middle practices golf, and then my oldest practices guitar. So, because they did chores, so I want them to do something that they enjoy, so we do that first thing in the morning. It also makes sure that they get it done and it doesn't get forgotten. Then they check in at 10 o'clock for their apps and their assignments, and then the Zoo video. At noon, we have lunch and story time with Pete the cat, which is really cute. That is on Instagram. The author James Dean reads to the kids while they're eating their lunch. So it's really nice. At 1 o'clock, they come back and they check in on their class apps again and work on some more like assignments or practice work assignments. And then 2 o'clock, we do recess, walk, outdoor time, just kind of something. 3 o'clock, we are going to be doing reading. And then kind of basically just tapers off from there. 6 o'clock. So here's for the evenings, like we are trying to make sure that we are doing like things with the kids, like family activities. I don't really know why I put down the evening sticker. I think just because I had the evening sticker. Yeah, so 5 o'clock, my husband comes upstairs from work, so we cook dinner, and then like the rest of this is basically just family fun. And then right around 8:30 is actually when the kids start getting ready for bed and showers. So depending on like what sort of family fun we had, like sometimes this gets pushed back, but for the most part, they are in bed sometime between 8:30 and 9. They're typically don't stay up past 9 o'clock. So now that we have all of these, I want to make sure that I don't know if there's going to be anything in here, but let's see. I want to see, because I want to make a list. Oh my gosh, this was the very first page of my sticker books that ever fell out. And I, of course, would remember something like that, because why wouldn't I? Ooh, so we have the plan. Kind of like that. All right, let's use that. All right, so I put that down. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, which is whatever. I just want to use up stickers, essentially. Kind of wish that there was another one like that. But it's all right. We are going to just use this Don't Forget, because the colors match that one. Was there? Yes, okay. And we're going to use the Get It Done in that shade. This way it's all kind of color coordinated. So I'm going to look and see if there's any of these angled ones in that yellow and green ombre. That I don't think so, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal, but it's enough that I want to look. Oh yeah, so we have it, it's just rescheduled. So that's, I mean, everything is rescheduled in our lives right now. Am I right? I know I'm not the only one. Yeah, okay, it's fine. So this is gonna still kind of be morning. So other things that kind of don't, like, this is like the general structure so that we have something. So like class apps and assignments might actually end up just being like craft time with the kids, you know? So it's just kind of so that I have like that regimented like structure, but what we're actually doing can vary. What time is it? Okay. They are currently watching a documentary and I have 15 minutes left. So yeah, anyway. So here's what we have so far. Watch the morning meeting. That is something that my elementary kids' school is doing. So the principal and vice principal or some other teacher, but mostly it's been the principal and vice principal, come on every morning, upload a YouTube video with a message to the kids, things that they can do for the day, that sort of thing. So over here under Don't Forget, this is where we will do the morning meeting tasks. Because a lot of times, like, I try to keep the mornings like the exact same because it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the afternoon. So morning tasks. Okay, so we have the morning meeting tasks from the video. I can't believe I forgot. 3 o'clock is when the Cincinnati Zoo goes live. So that actually goes above reading, but whatever. So over here, I put craft in like educational playtime. So that's like Legos and blocks and stuff like that. Just something that they can, like, they can play but spend it learning. And then I can also kind of give them different tasks to try to build. Now over here, family fun. So this is where we do game nights, and that I probably should have been a little more specific, because that is going to be board games and video games. Then we have our movie night. So it's springtime, so a nature scavenger hunt, like to try to find like springtime stuff, is what that is about. All right, I actually think this is kind of good. This makes me feel a little bit better that I have like the hours. Like that was the biggest thing for me, was making sure that I had something for the hourly times. And then actually in the morning, a lot of times I search like Pinterest for other like things. And then over here, some of the things that I have my kids do are their apps. So one of them is Raz Kids. My one daughter loves that. There's another thing called Epic. And then she also can do her book creator. And then something else that I can do over here. This is actually really nice. This is helping me to make sure that I'm like getting ideas. But yeah, the evenings are basically for downtime. Hold on, let me let that dry so it doesn't smudge. All right, so over here, this way the kids can kind of get into writing. And then actually, I know I said I was going to end this. What do I have? I've got 5 minutes before that video ends. So, do I want to use one of these? What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to do like subjects. Just so I can, so hold on, what do we have? All right, yeah, I don't think we have one with 5. I'd like 5 or even 6. Oh, okay, look at that. Ask and you shall receive. Here's 6. And this is the colors that I need. So this is not going to be, because we don't do that much for the evenings. I'm trying to, there we go. Put it down low. Okay, so I have writing over here. So the different subjects that I want to make sure that we focus on for the kids: reading and math. Those are kind of going on the top of the list because basically that's the most that we are getting, like tool and resource wise, directly from the school, is things pertaining to reading and math. So I also want to make sure that we focus on writing, sciences. And here's the thing is, for the times that I put over here about reading, I downloaded Libby. It is the app from the library so that you can borrow e-library books. So it's linked to our library card. So I go on there and I search specifically for nonfiction books for my girls so that they are reading different things. So we've done the Bermuda Triangle for my 2nd grader to kind of focus on like geography a little bit. It was one of those like the who was, where is, what was series. So we have that. I've done quite a few history books for my older daughter and sciences. So yeah, so science, and then I'm just going to put it under social studies because that kind of includes history, geography, all of that. And this is also good because like as I'm looking for things, I can kind of say like, how does this pertain to, oh, and you know what? I feel like maybe I should just put home life, but no, I don't think I will. Yeah, so that's going to do, I'm going to actually put this in my regular planner right here. Okay, well, that's kind of stuck. So yeah, we're gonna stick it right in here because I definitely want to keep this, but like with me, and this is gonna come upstairs with me. So yeah, I actually feel much better getting this down here. I feel like I have a better focus and direction of where I need to take this whole like homeschooling thing. And I can always come over here onto the other side of the page once we get something a little more structured. Right now, though, everything is just, they strongly encourage us to continue working with the kids at home so that they don't fall behind, but nothing is yet mandatory. So yeah. But if you enjoyed this video, and I mean, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it was helpful to you guys. Maybe the things that I do specifically with my kids aren't quite what you need to do for your family and your children, but maybe it gave you some ideas, and I hope it did. And like down here, it doesn't even have to be like all that pretty. This really isn't that pretty. It's just some very structural. So yeah. Anyway, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit subscribe button if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on any of my other videos. If you press the bell icon, it'll actually give you pop-up notifications so that you'll know as soon as the videos go live. And be sure to be following me over on Instagram. Over there, I'm at Coffee Planner Mom, and I will see you guys later.